Hi everyone, just a quick little tutorial on how to schedule an event in Google Calendar that will add a Google Meet interactive meeting with that. So if you visit Google Calendar, you can find that in the waffle menu anywhere from Google's homepage, or you can simply type in calendar.google.com. It'll bring you to Google Calendar. It may look a little bit different depending on how your page is set up. I'm just set up by the week. And then now we're just looking to create some time slots for, say, parent-teacher interviews. So parent-teacher interviews. So if I go to, say, next Thursday, and if I go to, say, 3 o'clock, for example, if I just click once, anywhere on the calendar, the time slot will appear. And I can get into some more options just to make sure that everything's working just fine. So I'm going to click on more options, and this will bring me to the calendar event page. The title of the event will be the subject of the email that the parent is receiving. So maybe I'll do, parent-teacher interview with Mr. Anello as the subject. I'm going to switch that time to maybe 3 to 3:10 for a 10-minute time slot. I'm going to add my Google Meet video conferencing, and that way the parent or user receiving this invite will have a link right in the email, and I'll show you what that looks like from a parent's perspective as well. I can change my notification settings, so if you want to notify the parents or somebody else in advance, you can change that to whatever time you'd like. You can change to days, minutes, hours, weeks. And then this is where you're going to put in the person's email address. So I'm going to type in an email address at gsuitehelps.ca. This is somebody that's outside of our organization, and it's not a Gmail account. It's just an email address. And then you can add a description if you'd like. And you're just going to make sure that it's set up to your default calendar. So you might see calendars for different Google Classrooms or PD calendars if you're in them. But make sure it's set up to your default, your name as the calendar. So once I click Save, it's going to prompt me, would you like to send the invitation to the guests? You'll want to say yes. And it's going to prompt you, are you sure it's somebody from outside the organization? And you say yes, and invite external guests. So once that's done, you'll now see a little time slot for that parent-teacher interview with that parent. So I'm just going to flip over to what the parent's going to receive from their email. Now flipping over to what a parent sees. So you'll notice that the sender is myself. I'm sending it to, here's the subject, the line that the parent's going to get. It's going to have a lot of information. So it's an invitation to parent-teacher interview with Mr. Anello, which is the teacher's name, Thursday at the time. So the parent will actually be able to click on that. And then once they open it up, they'll be able to confirm yes, no, or maybe that they're going to be able to attend. And this is what they're going to see in the email. So a link to their Google Meets, and then they're going to be able to open it up and access that from their computer, not relying on their child's Google account. So then in keeping with the process, now if from the calendar, as a teacher, you'll come into the calendar event, join with Google Meets. It'll bring you to the page, and you can join in. I'm just going to show you what happens if the parent's just waiting for you. So if I go back to the event and open it in a new window, the parent's going to get prompted to put in their name because they're not part of the organization. And it'll also prompt them to make sure that their microphone and camera is working. So we have to allow that. I'm just going to mute this for a second. What's your name? G Suite. You're going to ask, the parent's going to now ask to join. So once they do that, they're going to wait. Now they're in what's called like a lobby. And as the teacher screen, now I'm going to join. and you'll be able to see what happens here. So now someone wants to join the meeting, the parents, you would have to just admit them. And now you're all set with the Google Meet meeting. So hopefully that helps in setting up. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks.